In this passage, 1 to 4 are headings, 5 to 9 are answer the questions, and 10 to 13 are complete each of the following statements. At first, there are headings. 1 is climate condition, 2nd solution for the air, battling the blaze, the lie of the land, rain the natural survivor, fueling the flames, fires and trees. Moving forward to the passage. The speed at which wildfires spread depends on the fuel around them. Fuel is any living or dead material that will burn. Types of fuel include anything from trees, underbrush, and greenland to houses. The quality of inflammable material around the fire is known as the fuel load and is determined by the amount of available fuel per unit area. Till now, the heading 7, fueling the flames. The supporting sentences for this are the first. The speed at which wildfires spread depends on the fuel around them. Fuel is any living or dead material that will burn. And explanation is that the speed of wildfire is often accelerated by the surrounding materials that act as a fuel. Such materials can either be living or dead, and they burn rapidly. Its answer is 7. Fueling the flames of paragraph B. Next, paragraph C. 3 weather variables that affect wildfires are temperature, wind, and moisture. Temperature directly influences the sparkling of wildfires, as heat is one of the 3 pillars of the fire triangle. Sticks, trees, and underbrush on the ground receive heat from the sun, which heats and dries these potential fuels. Higher temperature allow the fuels to ignite and burn more quickly and add to the speed of wildfire spread. Consequently, wildfires tend to rage in afternoon during the hottest temperature. The supporting sentence for answer of paragraph C is first. 3 weather variables that affect wildfires are temperature, wind, and moisture. The keyword is weather variables, and its answer is climate condition. Explanation is weather conditions like wind, moisture, and temperature act as a catalyst and aggravate wildfires. So its answer is answer of second paragraph C, climate condition. Heading for paragraph C. Now heading for paragraph D. Topography can also hugely influence wildfire's behavior. In contrast to fuel and weather, topography hardly changes over time and can help or hamper the spread of a wildfire. The principal topographical factor relating to wildfires is slope. As a result, fires move uphill much faster than downhill and stepper the slope. The quicker fire move. This is because fire moves in same direction of ambient wind, which generally blows uphill. Moreover, the fire can preheat fuel further uphill as smoke and heat rise in that direction. On the other hand, when the fire reaches the top of hill, it has to struggle to come back down. And heading for paragraph 5, the lie of the land. Supporting sentence for this is the principal topographical factor relating to wildfires is slope, and explanation is this: beside fuel and weather conditions, the slope of the land also affects wildfires. Fire tends to spread faster in case of uphill than downhill. Answer of paragraph heading for paragraph D is 5. Paragraph E. Each year, thousands of firefighters risk their lives in their job. Elite firefighters come in two categories: hotspots and smoke jumpers. Operating in 20-man units, the key task of a hotspot is to construct fire break around fires. A fire break is a strip of land with all potential fuel removed. As their name suggests, smoke jumpers jump out of aircraft to reach smaller fire situations in inaccessible regions. They attempt to contain these small fires before they turn into bigger ones, as well as constructing fire breakers and putting water and fire retardant on fires. Firefighters also use backfires. Backfires are created by firefighters and burn towards the main fire, incinerating any potential fuel in its path. Firefighters on ground also receive extensive support from their air with tankers, dropping thousands of gallons of water and retardant dropped from planes and helicopters. Retardant is a red chemical containing phosphate fertilizer which slows and cools fire. And heading for paragraph E is 4. Battling of fire. And supporting sentence for this is first. Firefighters play an essential role in curbing down the fire hazards by risking their lives every year. Its answer is heading for paragraph E is 4. Battling the blaze. Now from 5 to 9, using no more than 3 words from reading passage 2. Answer the following questions. 5. Complete the last pillar of fire triangle. One corner of the triangle, heat source, second fuel, and topmost. Or third. Its answer is in the paragraph A, second part. 3 components are necessary to start a fire: oxygen, fuel, and heat. Wherein this heat source and fuel is already given, so its answer is oxygen. Last pillar of fire triangle is oxygen. Now 6th. What is measured in tons per acre? Answer for 6 is in B paragraph. The quantity of inflammable material around a fire is known as the fuel load and is determined by amount of available fuel per unit area, usually per tons per acre, where tons per acre is my keyword and the fuel load is my answer for this. Explanation is this: the fuel obtained from around the fire is called the fuel load, which is generally measured in tons per acre. Answer for 6th is the fuel load. 7. When do wildfires burn at their fiercest? It is in the paragraph C, last line. Consequently, wildfires tend to raise in the afternoon during the hottest temperature. Because wildfires blow out the most during the afternoon, especially when the temperature are the highest, which is given, and it is in the afternoon. Now next, 8th. What can travel in the wind to create fires at some distance from initial fire? The answer for 8th is in the same C paragraph. It is in the second part of paragraph C, third line. Winds can even spread embers that can generate additional fires, an event known as spotting. And wind spread embers. Sometimes wind carry embers and spread them in the adjacent area, causing additional fire accident. This event is known as spotting. So its answer is embers. Ninth is name a method using an additional fire that firefighters use to control the fire. And its answer is in the E paragraph, last line. Before they turn into vigor burns, as well as constructing fire breakers and putting water and fire retardant or fires. Firefighters also use backfires. Backfires are created by firefighters to burn towards the main fire. In order to slow down and eventually put out the wildfire, firefighters use a technique known as backfire. So, answer for ninth is backfire. Now moving forward to 10 to 13. 10th is, and instructions are no more than 3 words for each answer. The most important factor in how quickly a wildfire catches the fire is the surface to volume dash. And its answer is in the paragraph B. Basic fuel characteristics affecting a fire are size and shape, arrangement and moisture. But with wildfires, where fuel usually consists of same type of material, the main factor influencing ignition time is the ratio of fuel's total surface area to its volume. And its answer is ratio of fuel. The most important factor is how quickly a wildfire catches fire is the surface to volume ratio of the fuel. And this sentence explains that various factors determine the speed and magnitude of a wildfire, such as moisture, arrangement, etc. But most important of all these is the ratio between fuel's surface area to its volume. So its answer is ratio or ratio of fuels. Now 11th. The most significant weather factor to affect wildfire action is dash. And its answer is in the very next paragraph, C. The biggest influence on a wildfire is probably wind, and this is also most unpredictable variable. Where wind acts as an active catalyst on wildfires and strengthens them. Furthermore, it is not easy to predict its course or influence. So its answer for 11th is wind. Next 12. Fires on the tops of trees are known as, and its answer is in paragraph C. Winds can even spread embers that can generate additional fires, an event known as spotting. Winds also change the course of fires, and gusts can make flames into trees, starting a crown fire. As wind plays an active role in aggravating wildfires, it can change the course of the fire and take the flames on top of trees. Such a phenomenon is called crown fires that can be seen on treetops. So its answer for 12th is crown fires. 13th. Wildfires usually travel much faster dash because of typical direction of prevailing winds. And answer for 13th is in very next paragraph, D. Wildfires is slow. As a rule, fires move uphill much faster than downhill, and stepper the slope, the quicker fire moves. This is because fire move in same direction of ambient wind, which generally blows uphill. Moreover, the fire can preheat the fuel further uphill as smoke and heat rise in the direction. And its answer for 13th is uphill. The topography of the land can also impact the wildfire's direction. It usually spread faster uphill as the wind tend to blow in that direction. So answer for 13th is uphill. That wildfires usually travel much faster uphill because of the typical direction of prevailing wind.